Good morning, Brownsville Baptist Church. I want to take just a minute to thank you guys for investing in our youth. It means a lot to us. We have grown so much this year, numerically as well as spiritually, and it's because of you guys, because of y'all's commitment to the youth, and I really appreciate that. Today we have our Harvest Sunday for our youth, and I tell you, we are just excited about it. I want to ask you to pray, and also leading up to Dnow weekend, in the next few weeks, we're going to be doing some intense prayer for all of our students. And I want to ask you to pray for a few things. Number one, I want to ask you to pray for our speaker, Drew Waits, who's going to be leading us that weekend as he's preparing messages. I want to ask you to pray for our students. Pray that God would just move in their hearts and just do a spiritual awakening in their lives. I want to ask that you pray for the host homes, because they are going to host all these kids, and especially the ones that are hosting the 7th graders. You know, they need a lot of prayer. I want to ask you to pray for them. Also for our youth leaders, our small group leaders. That is a time where the students are very transparent. They open up. And so I just want to ask you to please pray fervently for our students. And I want you to hear right now from some of the students to talk about how Dnow has impacted their lives and what it means to them. So would you just watch this?
My favorite part of Dnow is getting to know the college girls that come in. They're able to give me their perspective on like what they went through, because they're just a few years older, and I just love hearing their experiences and how they dealt with the things we're dealing with right now.
Well, my favorite part about Dnow was when we were trying to encourage my friend to come to Jesus. And finally, after the Dnow weekend was over, she was like, guys, I'm going to do it. And just because she came to Dnow, it encouraged her. And we all became a part of it. And I love the scavenger hunt!
One of my favorite memories from Dnow was 2 years ago when our college leader, Erica, made us all talk about our feelings or something. And we all had to share something that was going on in our life. And she prayed for each one of us individually, and we all just grew closer as a group.
Dnow is especially fun because you get to stay in someone else's house and eat all their food for a weekend, and it's also definitely a weekend of spiritual renewal.
That was really smart.
Dnow last year was a great experience for me. It was my first year in the youth group, and I didn't have a lot of confidence before Dnow, and I was kind of nervous about meeting new people and being involved with all the other churches, and it was a great time of fellowship between all of us, and it really opened my eyes spiritually because we had such great group leaders and a great band, pastor, and it was one of the first times I've ever experienced anything like that.
Okay, you should come to Dnow because, well, you don't get a bunch of sleep at all. And the food is awesome. And the scavenger hunt is so much fun! And we're gonna win.